flips here, and I'll make sure it's on. Just you double check it, and it just goes all the way to the left, and the light will be on.
Because if the ER is real, it's got to be big, but it's lowercase, so it's weird, right?
Yeah, and then afterwards, I think they were like, "Oh, okay, I think that was
No, I'm just doing the audio mic here.
I'm announcing.
Hi.
Hey, David. Good to meet you. Yep. No, he's not.
Oh, he's not?
He's not coming. No, he's done. Well, he said he's done. For the. Yeah, he said he's not coming. Not coming in today at all. Yeah.
I don't know then who else is.
There's
Probably
2-3 others. Yeah.
Here.
Not sure. I didn't know any others. So.
Unknown. Well,
Yeah.
Give us a couple more 20 minutes.
Anyone else?
Nope, it's all good.
Excellent. Who's wearing the C, by the way? Any idea?
I don't know. I didn't get that. You got captains for
I
Terminal?
got captains for Tiki Time Bomb.
Tiki Time Bomb?
Yep, 321.
Yeah, Rat's doing a skate out. Terminal doesn't want to skate out, so
They're
they're
just
going
going
to
to
wait.
do a wave. Line up. We put some music, but
All right, announcer selfies. I think it took it. Yeah, there it is.
cool.
Black and green, is that the colors we're going with today? Or black and white? I don't know that we
Alright.
decided. Decaf. Okay, decaf.
This is called border control.
Border control.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Border
eh?
control. Are you on for all of them today?
I am. You?
No, just the first two.
What the hell am I doing for 4 then?
Well, I
it's all
didn't get
good.
the message until I think
No,
after
that's okay. I'm good
you
for the whole
responded,
day.
and I was like, I'm just making sure that there was enough people to cover.
Yeah. No, I'm good for the whole day. It's fine.
I didn't think that they'd have a hard time finding somebody to come and out.
It sounds like, from what I read in that email, it
Yeah.
sounds like Phil's done.
I know Phil's kind of
He's,
tired.
Well, he said be prepared to be an announcer next season. So I don't know whether that means he's done or he's.
Yeah. Well, I think that there was just so many names or so many bouts last year. or
Yeah,
this
he said
season.
there's 80, right? It's a
That's
lot.
a lot, man. He
Yeah, it
hasn't
is.
had a weekend off.
Yeah.
Who knows? And I mean, I'd love to do it too, but I don't know about 80 bouts. That's a lot.
I'm glad I'm 3 hours drive away.
I'm an hour, but
Yeah. I did Summer Slam.
Oh, yeah?
I was the only announcer pretty much the whole fucking weekend. I did Saturday, 8 o'clock started. 9 o'clock I think was the first bout. This last bout started at 8. So it was like a 12-hour day. I had an hour off during the day. And the same on a Sunday. I think we finished at 9 o'clock on the Sunday or something.
That's
Whole
how it was.
fucking weekend, man.
that's how it was at Skull Carnage last weekend.
Yeah?
Saturday, I started at, it was 10, and the last bout, everything got backed up. Last bout started at 10
Oh.
at night. I got back to the room at midnight.
Jesus.
I know,
That's
because there were so
heavy,
many
man.
delays, but the way they scheduled it,
That's heavy.
they didn't put any breaks in between.
I'm okay
You know,
with
you
that.
gotta have a lunch break.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah. Gotta
more
do
so
something,
just to
yeah.
eat up the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You cut the lunch break short or something.
Yeah, they didn't
Yep.
do that, so it was
Yep.
a little bit rough.
Yeah. The Summer Slam, I think there was 3 bouts maybe that I missed the whole weekend. I lost track. It was like
So one track.
we actually have 2 tracks. I was only announcing on the one, which is there was nobody else.
Yeah.
It's like okay, well, what the hell?
Well, there's
Somebody's
so
got to
much,
do it, right?
There's just so much derby going on.
2, yeah, it's,
I know last year at Skull Carnage we had, I think, 3
No, it's the
actual announcers.
Yeah.
4 actual announcers. Then we had some Minnesotans that filled in.
Yep.
Reps. And some of them had it down. It was great. Some
Yep.
of them got nervous and didn't say a thing. And it
Yep.
was, so I worked
Nobody's
nonstop.
gonna come rob
I
our
had
house.
back to back bouts on 2 tracks. It was a good time. I'd prefer that. It makes the day go by a lot.
Oh yeah, shit. I mean, I mean, SummerSlam, it was great. I mean, my voice held out until Sunday night.
Yeah.
Sunday night was gonna be
You get a little bit raspy.
very raspy. Monday morning, I can hardly fucking talk, but you know,
Yeah,
it's
throw
like
the
a
trucker in there.
yep.
So
It was all good.
You know what? I don't have a time.
I believe it's 11. Yep.
So it's starting at 11. Hey, Mike. As far as the timeline goes, 11 o'clock we start. We got Anthem.
You got the production team there. That's more.
We don't. We just got shout outs.
This is shout outs, and I got rosters. So
I expect there'll be double anthems.
okay. So we'll start out with anthems, rollouts, and then game start.
You know if there's a rollout as well, or what's the intros?
That's Rat's doing a rollout. Terminal's just doing a wave.
If they line up to do something,
Yeah.
roll with it. I think
They
that's
want to
probably
do
the
the intros, so right after intros we go right into game.
best. What I understand.
Okay. All right. All right. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So 11 o'clock. I guess who's doing anthem?
No idea, man.
The guys do the Canadian anthem. There's that guy right over there in the spaceman shirt.
Chris, are we gonna get this on or what?
Oh. Hey, Reed. Do you have that splitter? I do, but I don't have time to do it.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
That's very bad.
You got one?
I mean, I can't say Rat City because that's going to get confused.
Oh, the tower, right?
I know I said something disgusting or offensive. Yeah, I know I said something offensive. I don't know. Disgusting because that's what I'm saying. I mean, I made hot leftovers a night home. Okay, I have to be in a meeting right now. Did you find a splitter, Chris? I do, I got one. Okay, thank you. Sure.
What you got, my man?
So I've got Kevin David is going to be announcing the Canadian anthem.
Kevin
Singing-
David.
Yeah. Kevin David, Kevin. Whatever Kevin David is what he wants to be called.
Have you got someone singing for US?
Her Majesty Harmony.
Her Majesty Harmony.
I'll be right here.
And then after that, I guess we go into
Intros?
intros for Terminal.
Yep.
And then intros for Rat. And then right
Into the bout.
into the game, into the ad.
Oh,
or
in-
the bout.
The bout into the ads, yeah. We'll throw some bout in
Right.
amongst the
We'll throw
ads,
some
right?
Derby in there
Yeah, that's
somewhere.
right. Yeah. I hate that many shout outs, I must be honest. It's like, oh shit.
Stuff's got to get paid for. I get it.
Yeah, I guess so. That is true. I have a flag, Canadian, but apparently Reed has a graphic anyway.
Okay.
So
So we'll put it on the board.
I
I was just wondering which race.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's going up on the board. I'm not sure. I've got a skater we
they're
sometimes
probably gonna
use.
Put it up on there.
I've got a one of our juniors sometimes skates out with the flag behind her, but I don't know whether they want it. So
Okay.
we brought it just in case.
We're live.
Cool. Oh look.
Can you bring this board up?
Like this is Dr. Q. Wheels! Wheels!
I got 11 o'clock. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Hold on. Working on it.
10:59.
These are the wheels is right there. Hey, wheels! Wheels! Stop explaining to you.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah. I don't know what He's in the cookie.
Definitely do.
Oh, gotcha. We need you.
Much easier having that there than looking back at the scoreboard. Eh?
Yeah.
Sometimes you turn around and figure out what's going on there. Something else has happened. It's like,
Check, check.
Okay.
so refer to you as Andy, or do you want to go Norwegian?
Norwegian
Okay.
Persuasion.
Norwegian.
Just call me Norwegian or NP. It's
NP.
easier than the mouthful name I have.
Yeah,
And Mike the Mike, right?
Yeah, just Mike's good.
All right.
Whatever you need.
Intro you as Mike the Mike, and then call you Mike
That's
from
it.
there on out.
Yeah, I mean, it's you want to take the lead.
Sure.
More your place than mine. So,
Well, when they get
but when we get going, I'm whatever we need.
when this stuff gets going, I guess I usually just open my mouth and stuff falls out. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Also, I do color and
That's fine.
play-by-play, but
Yeah.
kind of heavier on the play-by-play call.
Me too.
Just because I think that it's better for people to know
Yeah,
what's
I
going
mean, I
on
agree.
than me shoot the shit.
Yeah.
And with the amount of stuff that we got to call out.
Oh, we're not
for-
going to get time for much color anyway.
No,
So.
so
Yeah, I agree with you.
probably in between jams,
In between jams, we
throwing
can
out
do these. Yeah,
whatever
why
we
not?
can. She said if we don't think we have enough time, start at the bottom and work our way up.
Yeah, this is the one I'm worried about. We're going to have to do that in
That's going to be
timeout.
maybe timeout, official review,
Official review,
or
yeah.
halftime even. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Well, we got to do that twice. What?
Well, yeah, we just check them off as we go, and it's a fucking luck, man.
So it's
Yeah, I got 11.
music's hot.
Well, that's
And all the
forward-
fine tuning.
that forward is really easy to use. You just have to know a few little details to find stuff.
When you use it, where's the memorize?
If I would have been there, there would have been. All right, thank you for
The
getting
only
that
really issue was that we lost our print.
Oh, really?
That we had to shut the thing down for about 2 hours while we got a new printer. So it wasn't ever.
And are we doing MVPs at the end?
Yeah.
We don't
Oh
know.
shoot, I don't know. We'll find out at the half.
Yeah, okay.
Find out at the half.
Sounds good to me.
Pretty good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get this party started.
Oh, yeah.
I am the Norwegian Persuasion, and I'm joined here today by Mike the Mike.
Good morning, everybody. How are we? Oh, the skaters are good. How's the audience? Spectators good?
All right.
Okay, I know it's a bit early. Nobody's had a second cup of coffee, but we're going to get underway anyway.
That's right. We've got an amazing day. Full day of roller derby. We got Border Control coming at you right here. And we're going to start the show out with two amazing teams. Our visitors from the north, the Terminal City Roller Girls B-side. Let's make some noise for our visitors.
Yeah, let's hear it.
And we're going to bring out Reign of Terror as well. Before we get this party started, we'd like to give a nod to these two great countries. So we're going to have Kevin David come out and sing to us the Canadian National Anthem. So if you could all please rise, remove your hats, and join us here for the National Anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home in native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please remain standing. We're going to bring out Her Majesty Harmony to ring us in with our very own national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh, it gives me chills, man. Gives me chills. That was awesome. Thank you very much to both anthem singers. We're going to do a little bit of an introduction. So, we're going to introduce you to the Terminal City B-side. Visiting for the second bout here against the Reign of Terror. Terminal City B-side, I'm going to introduce them to you one by one. Wearing number 100 is Jay Hayes. Number 17 is Sinkyu. Number 1964 is Annie Means Necessary. 2517, Malicious Reynolds. Number 30, Stevie Wonder. Wearing the C321 Tiki Time Bomb. Number 4 is Little Shiv. Number 40, Epic Wheel Time. Number 46, Kurt Russell. Number 64, Deathly Innocent. 86 is Drago. 8686, Mighty Trucks. 99, Lazole. Wearing A82 is Jessica Rabbit. The B-side coach this morning is P1. Ably assisted on the line coaching, Gigawatt Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Terminal City B-side.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor to introduce to you this fine morning the Rat City Roller Girls' Reign of Terror. Rolling out skater number 101, Pumpkin Pie. Skating at number 102, Rosy Cheeks. Number 106, Vicious. Bringing it in for number 1400, Shock Therapy. 1618, Centripetal Force. Number 35, Hunter. Skater number 39, Watson. 5150, Mad Scrapper. 655, Cinnamon Slam. Skater number 81, Grover. Number 83, Thumper Skull. Skater number 85, Duncan. Rolling out number 86, Shirker. Number 87, Dirty South. They're coached today by D-Bots and Nugget. Ladies and gentlemen, Reign of Terror. And without further ado, we're going to get this action started out on the flat track. This action today brought to you by Real Food, locally sourced, artisan-made Molly's sandwiches, salad wraps, snack boxes for sale here at the Nest. Check out our concession stand. We've got food to cover all your meals. And on the first jam this morning, looks like we've got number 1618 Centripetal Force on the line, facing off against Deathly Innocent.
Deathly Innocent, yeah, commonly called Descent. So if we refer to her as Descent, you know exactly who we mean. Reign of Terror doing the dance. All ready to go.
Mandatory jazz hands happening out on the jam line. Whistles blowing, action starts. 16-18 Centripetal Force moving to the inside, looking for a window of opportunity. Jukes to the out. Finds a hole in the armor, breaks through to pick up that lead. Jammer status, Centripetal Force.
Deathly Innocent coming to get through as well. She's out. Both skaters now in a scoring position. Centripetal Force trying to get through that pack, calls it off.
Centripetal picking up 1 point before the end of that jam, calling it off before any points were picked up by Terminal City.
Up on the jam line next, 99 Lazole for Terminal City B-side.
Cinnamon Slam stepping up the line for Reign of Terror.
We can't even say wearing the star because B-side don't wear a star. We wear a widget. What is that thing called, man?
A widget, yeah. 45, right?
There you go.
655 drives through up on the inside line, getting pushed to the outside by that Terminal defense. Lazole looking for a window of opportunity, but who's coming out on top? That's going to be Cinnamon Slam picking up the lead.
Lazole also out as well. Pack reforming.
Engaging that pack down on turn one, flying through on the outside, calls off the jam for Rat City. 4 points were picked up in that.
First two lead jammers go to Rat City, Reign of Terror. Score sitting at 5-0 for Reign of Terror. Drago's up on the jam line next for Terminal City.
We got Shirker on the line for Rat City. Shirker trying to drive her way through, goes to the outside, finds the line through the middle, picks up that lead, gets knocked to the outside line, but holds her edge as she breaks through for that lead jammer status.
Drago also out and skating.
Fast on her feet, trying to find that line on the inside, pushing through, calling off the jam. Holding Terminal City at 0 still, picking up 3 points.
It looks to me like we got Jay Hayes up on the jam line. Jay Hayes actually skating his Canadian bacon today. Rat City, Reign of Terror also got lead jammer status. Force, lead jammer for Reign of Terror. Terminal getting a cutting penalty. Canadian Bacon heading to the penalty box for 30 seconds. 5 big points for Reign of Terror.
This is going to be a power jam situation. Right now, 30 seconds to increase this lead. The Reign of Terror is picked up early on in the game.
Nicely done again. Another big 5 grand slam for Reign of Terror.
Short stacked on the track. Terminals 3-wall out there doing what they can to push that lead jammer to the outside. Reign of Terror forcing her to recycle back. Holds her back shortly, but she still picks up another 5 big points for Rat City Roller Girls.
Hood Russell also heading into the penalty box for B-side. Giving Reign of Terror another 4 points. Bacon back out on the track. Up at the end of turn 3, getting pushed out. She's back into the fray.
Jay Hayes fighting to try to get through that defense Rat City's putting up right now. Strong 4-wall down here on turn 4, holding her back. In the meantime, we got another 4 points going up on the board for the Reign of Terror as Centripetal Force rounds the track once again.
We do have a star pass for Terminal City. Tiki Time Bomb is now the jammer. She's got herself 4 points for Terminal B-side. First 4 up on the board for B-side. It's not a problem.
We got Cinnamon Slam stepping up to the jam line for the Reign of Terror. She's going to be facing off against Stevie Wunder.
Stevie Wunder trying to come up the outside. Stuck behind that white wall of Reign of Terror. Meantime, Centrifugal Force up at the front of the pack. Trying to get through the B-side wall. She does get out. She's lead jammer for the Reign of Terror.
Once again, holding on to that lead. Reign of Terror has done so the last 5 jams. Hop, skip, and a jump, dodging the blow. Cinnamon Slam breaks through for another 5-point pass.
Stevie Wunder also out of the pack. She's on a scoring run now. Centrifugal Force comes through nicely through the pack, calls it off, puts herself another 4 points on the board for Reign of Terror. 2 up for B-side.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to all the companies that help sponsor local roller derby. Rat City Roller Girls would like to welcome Whole Foods as a 2015 sponsor. Whole Foods, whole people, whole planet. 1,400 on the line. Shock therapy for Reign of Terror.
Up against Deathly Innocent again for B-side.
Shock therapy pushed to the outside. She's being held back right now by 82 Jessica Rabbit. Finding a window of opportunity, breaking by the defense of Hurt Russell. She picks up that lead jammer nod to break away from the pack.
Nicely done there for Shock Therapy. Calls it off, puts herself 4 points on the board for Reign of Terror. Holding
Rack up-
B-side to a big 0.
Sticking with that, rack up the points, call off the jam. $86 on the line for the Reign of Terror. That's Shirker, step up to the line.
Any means necessary for the B-side. First time out on the jam line for Meanie. Any means necessary. Very strong jammer. She's got lead jammer status for B-side. First time in this bout.
Found that window on the inside and used it. Took it to her advantage, breaking through to get that lead jammer status.
Any means necessary, calls it off, puts herself 4 big points on the board for Terminal's B-side.
Dirty South was the last line of defense on that one, forcing her to call off the jam before any points were scored by Rat City. The 38-point deficit between these two teams right now. B-side's coming out on top on the last jam, picking up 4, holding Reign of Terror to 0 on that one.
Drago up on the jam line for Terminal.
Centripetal Force on the line for Reign.
Both jammers coming up, trying to get the outside. Drago, Terminal City, lead jammer, second jam in a row.
Like Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop. 2 in a row for the B-sides, picking up that lead jammer status. Breaking through down on turn number 2, looking for a window of opportunity to get through that Reign of Terror defense. Trying to hold the line on the inside down here on 3. She gets just pushed in, calls off the jam before any points are picked up by Reign of Terror. Again, picking up 3 points and holding Rat to 0 on that one. Chomping away at that deficit.
Deathly Innocent taking the star again for B-side. Cinnamon Slam for Reign of Terror. Deathly Innocent going to try and do her best to get lead jammer status once more. And she may just do that. Looks like there is a 30-second penalty coming up for Reign of Terror. Power jam for Terminal B-side. Deathly Innocent getting pushed out just before turn number 1 on the inside line. And she's out of the pack. Terminal City B-side, lead jammer, Deathly Innocent.
I believe Thumper Skull went in for a multiplayer block as well, so we're short stacked on the track for defense for Reign of Terror in a power jam situation. Pack advantage going to Terminal City.
Nicely done there by Deathly Innocent. 5 big points, grand slam.
Deathly Innocent making the most of this power jam situation, trying to rack and stack those points. Chop away the deficit a little bit. Watson comes in for a hit. Dodging the blow, she picks up another 5-point pass.
Nicely done there by Descent. Oh, we have another power jam. Terminal still on a power jam here. Cinnamon Slam sitting in a penalty box once more. Second time this jam. Descent sneaking through on the inside. Another grand slam for Terminal B-side.
Amazing, holding that line down there on turn number 2, dodging the blows from that Reign of Terror defense. 15 points already in this jam, coming up against a strong Reign of Terror defense right now. 3-wall. That Triceratops defense pushing around the track down there.
Another power jam still for Terminal B-side. Reign of Terror came in, got herself another penalty immediately. Deathly Innocent's going to see what she can do to get through again. Still stuck at the front of the pack here.
Like a swarm of bees, they're just on her hip check, shoulder check, throwing the blows. She gets by with 5 big points.
Nicely done. 20-point jam for Terminal B-side.
Talk about even in the odds. Only 15 points separate these two teams after that jam. Amazing, amazing output there by Terminal City. Hey, Derby fans, we want to see your cans. Rat City Roller Girls is partnering with Hanson Brothers Moving and Food Lifeline for Show Us Your Cans, our food and fun drive to help our neighbors in need. Help us fight hunger here in the city, feed our community.
And if you always wanted to skate like a roller girl, now you can. The Rat City Roller Girls are pleased to announce the recreational roller derby program. For more information and to register, visit ratcityrollergirls.com/aboutus/recreation. We are in a timeout for the B-side.
Amazing showing by the B-sides. By the way, coming out after that jam, chomping away 20 points, only 15 points separating. Reign of Terror came out strong at the beginning, but something got up the Terminal City skate.
Yep, Descent. She's forced to be reckoned with when she finds her skates.
Absolutely. And it looks like we're going to have a power start right now for Terminal City B-sides. We got number 1964 stepping up to the line. That's Any Means Necessary, and it's Any Means Necessary to chop away at this 15-point deficit.
Any Means Necessary, very strong jammer for Terminal B-side. She's coming up against a very strong wall of defense from Reign of Terror, though. We're down to turn number 3. Any Means Necessary still has to get through the pack.
Rat City managed to wall up in front of Any Means Necessary.
Any Means Necessary does get some help, though, from the Terminal B-side. She is out as lead jammer for the B-side.
Slick track out. This polished concrete is hard to get used to for a lot of skaters. That might be that learning curve that we had at the start of this jam.
Any means necessary, calls it off, puts herself another 1 point on the board. Score now sitting, Reign of Terror 48, Terminal B-side 34. Gap is closing.
14-point game right now. Stepping up to the line for Reign of Terror. Shirker donning the star.
And Canadian Bacon, Jay Hayes, donning the widget.
Canadian, come on, it's just ham. We all know the truth. We got a full track out there, 5-on-5 on the flat track as number 86 Shirker dives up to the front of this line to try to fight her way through that Terminal City defense. That strong three-wall up there definitely holding her back. Rejoined by another skater, Megan at 4, trying to push her to the outside, but she cycles back in.
Canadian Bacon's got to do it again. She's up behind that wall of white. Smitey Trucks pushing Reign of Terror Jammer right to the back.
Last line of defense out there right now, number 81 Grover dealing a big shoulder before she gets through. She's going to pick up a penalty on that one, spend the next 30 seconds in the box, leaving the Reign of Terror short stacked on the track on the defense.
B-side taking lead jammer status once more. Canadian Bacon hanging onto that track, getting herself 4 big points for Terminal B-side. Closing that gap, 48-38.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. Only 10 points separating these two teams right now. Terminal City coming back with a vengeance in the last few jams.
Drago back on the jam line again for Terminal B-side. Centrifugal Force for Reign of Terror. Both jammers taking a bit of a run up to the pack up the front, starting on the pivot line.
5-on-4 pack advantage going to Terminal City in this jam.
Hurt Russell stopping Centrifugal Force from getting through. Just can't quite make it. Centrifugal Force coming out as lead jammer for Reign of Terror. Drago also out of the pack as well. Both skaters now on a scoring pass.
Centripetal Force trying to find a crack in that wall, and she does. Breaks on through the pack, calls off the jam for 4 big points. Reign of Terror holding B-sides to 0 on that one.
Nicely done by Reign of Terror.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're halfway through the first half of this game.
Wow, where'd the
Make
time
some
go?
noise for both of these teams. It's an exciting morning right here. That's right. They deserve it as we got everybody out on the track, 5-on-5. Number 1400, Shock Therapy, stepping up on the line for Reign of Terror.
Lazole, number 99 for B-side.
I believe this might be Shock Therapy's first time on the line as a jammer.
I
this
think
game.
you might be right.
Rat City stepping away from that 3-jammer rotation that they had. And it's going to work out. She picks up that lead jammer status, Shock Therapy.
Shock Therapy calls it off. Not before she puts another 4 points on the board for Reign of Terror, holding B-side to a 0 in that jam.
Possibly 2 points.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Second time out.
No, that was a 4-0 jam in favor of Reign of Terror. Death the Innocent up on the jam line for Terminal City again.
106, Vicious.
Last time Descent was on the jam line, she got lead jammer. She's not going to do it this time. Vicious, lead jammer for Reign of Terror.
Vicious living up to her name down there on turn 2. Viciously fighting her way through that pack to get out in front. Throws her hips out there to try to break her through the line. But it looks like she's going to get a back block penalty for that one. That means power jam for Terminal City right now.
Death the Innocent now out of the pack. She's going to do the best she can in this power jam for Terminal B-side.
Reign of Terror short stacked out there. Two defensive skaters on the track right now.
4 on 2. Hurt Russell coming in to help Descent get through. She's done it, gets herself Grand Slam. 5 big points for Terminal B-side.
Dirty South and Rosy Cheeks. Only two skaters out there to hold her back. Now joined by Pumpkin Pie.
Hurt Russell heading to the box. We have a 4 on 3. Star pass to Tiki Time Bomb. Tiki, the new jammer for Terminal B-side.
Tiki Time Bomb, captain of Terminal City B-side.
Very, very experienced skater.
Gonna get out there and show us how she earned that captaincy.
Absolutely. She may be little, but she's strong.
They're packed in so tight on turn number 1. It's like dominoes out there. One skater falls, they all go down. And find her way out of the track for 4 hard-earned points. Number 106, Vicious.
5, though, for Terminal B-side before the jam gets called. Terminal 9 points. Sorry, 10 points in that jam. Reign of Terror's 8. Score now sitting at Reign of Terror 64, Terminal B-side 48. We have 11 minutes to play in the first half of the Border Control first bout this morning. Drago taking the star again for Terminal B-side. Centrifugal force for Reign of Terror. Both skaters taking the outside, turn number 1. Centrifugal right up the front against the wall of black. Drago at the back. Reign of Terror gets out first. She is lead jammer for Reign of Terror. Drago still struggling to get through that wall of white. Getting recycled. Centrifugal comes through the pack. 5 big points for Reign of Terror.
Duncan throwing down the defense over there. Hip checking 86er Drago to the outside, but she holds her line as she breaks through for that initial pass.
Jam gets called. 9 points for Reign of Terror, holding Terminal B-side to 0.
Hey, it's fun to watch the damage inflicted on the track, but if you need to move your prized possessions without damage, you need to call tonight's sponsor, Hanson Brothers, Moving and Storage.
And don't forget to visit Fast Girl Skates, Rolly Roller Derby skating supplies, or at fastgirlskates.com. Lazole, jammer for Terminal B-side.
Facing off against Cinnamon Slam, who happens to be your lead jammer.
She is indeed.
Almost a full track. We got pack advantage going to Reign of Terrors. We've got one skater in the penalty box for Terminal City. Cinnamon Slam trying to hold that line on the outside, dodging the blows from Terminal City defense. Puts 5 in the sky. That's another grand slam for Reign of Terror.
Cinnamon Slam sees Lazole coming through, calls it off. 5 points for Reign of Terror, 0 for Terminal.
Have you embraced the gray this season? ASP is selling limited edition t-shirts that'll help you show your Rat City pride. We have limited sizes and quantities available, so get yours now at the merch shop. That's right, help support local roller derby. Get your merch now.
We're in a timeout once more for Terminal B-side. Don't forget the Rat City Roller Girls drink Zyco coconut water before, during, and after workout for the natural energy, rehydration, and recovery aid they need for optimal performance. This is the second time Terminal B-side has been down here in a couple of months. Their first bout ever, international bout, was a couple of months ago, playing right here against Reign of Terror. This is a rematch.
This Jam Line Dance Party brought to you by the Terminal City B-Side Timeout. Now that we're back in the game, we got number 100 on the line for Terminal City. That's Jay Hayes facing off against number 86, E. Shirker.
Shirker gets out as lead jammer for Reign of Terror. Canadian Bacon, Jay Hayes, also out of the pack cleanly. Both skaters now on their scoring position.
She came out of the pack with a vengeance with a big shoulder right there to some defense. Breaking on through the pack. 86, Shirker calls off the jam, but not before she picks up 4 more points for the Reign of Terror.
Yeah, she took a nice big hit there from Malicious Reynolds. Called it off from the ground. Doesn't matter, 4 more points on the board.
Construction Industry Trading Council of Washington ensures that on-site there are well-trained construction professionals. CITC provides exceptional training through commitment to their apprentices, awareness of the environment, dedication to achievement, and diversity through inclusion. For more information, visit www.citcwa.org.
Any means necessary for Terminal City is your lead jammer. She snuck through the inside. Nicely done. Centrifugal Force jamming for Reign of Terror. Any means necessary. Beautifully dodges through the pack. Gets herself 4 points for Terminal's B-side. Centrifugal Force also putting 4 on the board for Reign of Terror. Reign of Terror.
G. Hunter right there with a big shoulder to the B-side's lead jammer.
And it's another power jam for Terminal B-side. Any means necessary. Puts herself another 5 on the board.
1964, any means necessary. Racking up the points right now. And in this power jam situation, she's going to do what she can to chomp away at this slight deficit they've got right now.
Finding it difficult to get through the Reign of Terror blocking line, though. B-side holding the pack back.
That's Pumpkin Pie and Thumper Skull out there holding her back, giving her a hard time as it's the last 2 lines of defense for the Rat City Roller Girls.
Terminal B-side, 4 on 2 now. 2 of the Reign of Terror sitting in the penalty box. Any means necessary. Put herself another 5 on the board there. She's coming around again.
That was a big hip check by 35 Hunter. Hunter forcing her to the inside and making her recycle back behind the pack.
Yeah, some really good blocking from Reign of Terror.
Rat City did a really good job of killing that power jam penalty right there.
They definitely did. Any means necessary, calling it off.
Keeping the points down on that power jam.
Nice jam, though. 18 points for Terminal B-side against 8 for Reign of Terror.
That's how they're going to do it right there, chomping away at that deficit. 18 points to 8. That's a 10-point lead for the B-sides. They definitely won that jam.
Lazole is up on the jam line next for the Terminal B-side. And Cinnamon Slam for Reign of Terror. Looks to me like we have a 4 on 2 in favor of Terminal B-side. 2 of the Reign of Terror blockers sitting in the penalty box.
Big shoulder right there by Lazole. Trying to get through that Rat City defense on the inside. She holds the line, picks up that lead jammer status. Terminal City.
Both skaters out of the pack. Terminal with lead jammer.
Quickly walling up to the front of this pack right now. Rat City holding down a line. Lazole trying to fight their way through that 4-wall defense. Meantime, we got 4 big points going up on the board for Reign of Terror. 6:55, Cinnamon Slam, racking and stacking.
Lazole calling it off. Getting herself 3 points there.
Hey, don't forget to join our Rat City Roller Girls in cheering on our All-Stars as WIFTA playoffs September 11th through 13th. A viewing party will be held at Rat's Nest Hangout. Watch some amazing roller derby and enjoy beer and snacks with the league. Follow Rat City Roller Girls on Facebook for details and updates. It's going to be a good show, ladies and gentlemen. Make your way down here. Right now we got number 16, 18 stepping up the line. That's Centripetal Force donning the star for the Rat City Roller Girls, facing off against 86 Drago.
Centrifugal Force out first. She's lead jammer for Reign of Terror. Drago also out of the pack cleanly as well.
Centripetal Force fighting her way through this defense, finding a window on the outside. Quickly pushes through, calling off the jam, putting 3 on the board, holding Terminal City to 0.
Puts 3 in the bank.
Hey, we got full 5-on-5 action on the track right now. All skaters are in play.
Vicious up on the jam line for Reign of Terror. And Deathly Innocent for Terminal B-side.
Whistles blown, action starts. Both of these jammers fighting their way to the front of the pack. Big hip getting thrown out by number 35, Hunter. Trying to hold back that Terminal jammer. Last line of defense out there right now. Seattle breaking through to get that lead jammer status. Number 106, Vicious.
Looks to me like we have a star power. Smitey Trucks for Terminal B-side. Puts a star in a helmet. Jam gets called.
Excellent track awareness right there. Looking back on the track, seeing that there is a star pass. Smitey Trucks coming up on her 6. She calls off the jam before any points were scored by Terminal City.
Cinnamon Slam up on the jam line next for Reign of Terror. Canadian Bacon for the Terminal B-side. Empty penalty box, 4-on-4. Everyone's playing.
Cinnamon Slam trying to fight her way through that Terminal defense. Walled up tight on the back of the line right there. Getting pushed to the outside. Jay Hayes recycles back behind, looks for a window on the in, gets knocked to the inside by Hunter once again with a big hip check.
Power jam for Reign of Terror.
That is a cut track penalty going to the Terminal City B-side. Terminal City defense, 82, Jessica Rabbit coming in with a big shoulder. We got a misconduct going to be called to 655. Cinnamon Slam.
That's going to change the power jam over.
And it does look like Jay Hayes did spend her full 30 seconds in the box, so that means it's going to be a full 30 seconds for Cinnamon Slam in there. That's a full-on power jam for the B-sides.
Yeah, Jay Hayes, Canadian Bacon coming out of the pack, out of the penalty box just as Cinnamon Slam was heading into it. And she's out of the pack. That is her initial pass. Four on 3 of that pack. Reign of Terror's advantage. Oh! Canadian Bacon taking a huge hit to the outside there. Came in with a back block. She's got herself a 30-second penalty as well.
Do the old jammer do-si-do on that one.
Definitely. One goes in, one comes out. We have a power jam for Reign of Terror.
And fighting her way through, dodging the blows, picking up the points. That's a big 5-point pass for Cinnamon Slam.
Cinnamon Slam sneaks through Jessica Rabbit on the outside, puts herself 5 points on the board, calls it off. We have an official review being called by Rat City.
Once upon a time, there was a roller derby league named Rat City Roller Girls, and they were throwing a gala. But you won't find any damsels in distress at this affair. Come watch these ladies lose a lot more than a glass slipper at our burlesque show. Battle it out with your opponent in our silent auction, and prepare yourself for drinking and dancing with derby girls. Trust us. We can put even the swarthiest of pirate ships to shame. Join us September 25th at the Fremont Abbey. Tickets available online. Check us out on Facebook event. Ladies and gentlemen, that just sounds like a good time. You got to make sure to make it out to that.
Oh, he's got it, okay. Yeah.
Don't forget, if you're interested in advertising with Rat City Roller Girls, we have a number of great packages to offer this season. Please ask any Rat City Roller Girl for details, or you can email sponsorship@ratcityrollergirls.com.
Rat City has requested an official review on the misconduct on 655.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Labor Day is quickly approaching, and you know what that means. Barbecues. Rat City All-Stars are here to help. We have partnered with a local distributor, Double DD Meats, to sell you high-quality meat. We have 2 packages available that include a variety of proteins from chicken to beef to pork, and everyone's favorite, bacon.
Bacon.
For more information or to order, contact your favorite ASP skater. You know, that's a way to anybody's heart right there, bacon. I'll tell you
Oh,
what.
absolutely. Especially Canadian bacon.
It's just ham, I keep telling you, all right?
It's just ham.
It's just ham. It's round ham.
Yeah.
But you eat enough of that, you might have to stop and get some health care. Bridgespan Health offers consumers a new kind of individual health insurance experience. We believe that individuals and families deserve a stronger voice in the health care. Bridgespan gives consumers more than just basic medical coverage. Our plans include a members-only discount program, health coaches, pregnancy support, a 24-hour nurse hotline, and resources to help members manage their health. Bridgespan Health. That's all right, I gotta do
Seattle Seaplanes is a great way to see Seattle, offering extended scenic flights, romantic dinner flights. Oh, that sounds good. To neighboring islands and private charters. Book your flight today and discover the Northwest in a seaplane. Book your trip today at seattleseaplanes.com.
Romantic dinner flights.
That
Now
sounds,
you're talking.
That sounds awesome. What are we doing later today?
Hey, if you want to feel like an
After
MVP in the
review,
bedroom.
The call on the floor will stand. Rack City Jammer had an opportunity to avoid the contact, chose to leap over the down player, and in the process kicked her. The misconduct call will stand. Rack City does not retain its official review.
There it is. They lost it, but there's only 39 seconds left in this first half.
There is.
If you're going to use it, now's the time to do it.
Clock's winding down. We're still in a power jam. Ray and Terra have their jammer on the start line. B-sides, sitting in the penalty box still.
And in that power start, we've got number 86 on the line. That's Sherker breaking through, looking to find out what those opportunity to pick up the lead jammer status. But she's not going to do it this time around. We got a back block penalty going to be called to Sherker. So that is going to release the other jammer, Jammer Do-Si-Do.
Jammer Do-Si-Do, Canadian Bacon Jay Hayes hitting the track. She has to complete her initial pass though. But she does beautifully side skating there. Terminal B side, lead jammer status.
Ghost blocker down here on turn number 4. That's a slick track, ladies and gentlemen. We'll axe it down before they show up.
There's a puddle there again.
We're going to get a multiplayer block called to the B-sides number 100, Jay Hayes. Oh, not 100, excuse me.
Nope, that was number 40. That is Epic Real Time sitting in the penalty box for terminal B side.
86 had a hop, skip, and a jump through the line right there. Smooth. Terminal City seeing that happen, call off the jam for 80 points were scored by the Reign of Terror. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the half. We've got 111-17 in favor of Reign of Terror.
Yeah, what a great half.
Amazing skating happening on both these sides. Hey, during this half, let's not forget, visit our merch booth, get yourself some refreshments. I think I saw cotton candy around here.
Really? Cool. Don't forget, Vicious wants to remind you to do the kind thing. Kind Healthy Snacks is a brand of all natural foods made from ingredients you can see and pronounce. And it's also a movement that gives you new purpose to snacking. We have around about 9 minutes on the clock. We're going to take a little break. We're going to see you in a few. Don't forget to pick up your snacks, pick up some water, pick up some coffee. I wouldn't mind something.
We'll see you back here in about 9 minutes.
The only difference I didn't hear is
points. That is our record point scoring jam so far.
Here at Rat City, we do love our sponsors, helping keep this sport alive in Seattle. One of those sponsors today, Seattle Home Security Judge, is a proud sponsor of the 2015 Rat City Roller Girls. We do the research so you don't have to. Find out more at SeattleHomeSecurityJudge.com.
And if you're looking for real food, locally sourced, artisan made, Molly's sandwiches, salads, wraps, and snack boxes for sale here at the Nest. Check out the concession stand. We've got food to cover all of your meals.
One word, ladies and gentlemen, Recology, a world without waste. Reduce, reuse, recycle, recologize. Recologize.
Recologize. There you go, man.
Sweet. Excellent. Oh, we got one. Oh, we're getting it. Want to do that? I'll do that now.
And if you want to feel like an MVP in the bedroom, cozy up with some Babeland, purveying pleasure since 1993. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 1 minute to go. So if you are at the concession stand, you might want to think about getting your seat back, getting prepared for the second half of this amazing international derby bout. Terminal B side from Vancouver, Rat City, Reign of Terror. Second time these two teams have met this season. As I think I said earlier, we were here in June, I think. That was actually Terminal's B-side's first bout, let alone first international bout, but first bout as a team.
That wasn't that long ago. Start of the summer. We'll see what happens over the last couple months. Terminal City definitely a force to be reckoned with out here on the track.
Yeah, they're showing some mad skills. I know they've got a slightly different team to what we came down with a couple of months ago, but some mad skills. P1, the coach, has an amazing reputation, as those who follow the Terminal All-Stars will be able to tell you. Rat City, Reign of Terror, forced to be reckoned with as well, though. Two very, very nicely matched teams. I love seeing these two get together.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to all of our volunteers, all of our officials, all of our refs and NSOs helping make this happen.
And don't forget the photographers.
The photographer is one of the more important
Let's
of
hear
the
it for the
volunteers
photographers.
because, without a picture, it didn't happen, right?
It didn't happen, no. We got the man in the bowler hat, and we've got Deb as well.
That's right, disruptive.
That means we're going to get some amazing photography done today. I love seeing the photos from bouts. Both of these photographers, very skilled, very, very...
it completes my life, actually.
Yeah. I think we're
to a
sucking up
level.
now, bud.
So many things in my life didn't happen because there weren't a picture. There wasn't a picture of them, and it's sad, really. I didn't live until I met you, Deb. All right? Nothing happened until a picture was taken of it. Whistles blowing, action starts as we start this second half with 16-18 centripetal force breaking out, starting out with a lead jam status quickly here for Reign of Terror.
Any means necessary, steps through the inside as well. She's out of the pack in a scoring position as well.
Any means necessary, an amazing showing in the first half.
Yeah, she did awesome. Reign of Terror, centrifugal force, stepping around Jessica Rabbit, couldn't quite hold her back. Puts herself 4 points on the board for Reign of Terror.
Reign of Terror trying to hold back any means necessary right now, but she finds the line on the inside to break through for 4 big ones. Matching point for point right there, Reign of Terror. All right, coming from the outside, juking to the end, putting another 4 on the board for the Reign of Terror. That's centripetal force.
We got a few blockers sitting in the penalty box. It was a 2-on-2. It's now a 3-on-2. It's a 4-on-2.
Centripetal force fighting her way through the defense of Terminal City to put 4 on the board. That's going to make it 11 points in this first jam of the second half.
Wow,
12 points. Make that 12.
What a way to start the second half. Lots going on.
They definitely took that one home. 12-8 in that first jam.
Champions and also on the pack as well. Cinnamon Slam calls it off, not before she puts another 4 on the board for the Reign of Terror, holding B-side to 0 points in that jam.
Coming out with a vengeance here in the second half. Rat City starting with all skaters on the track. 4 defensive skaters up there. Slight pack advantage going to go to the Reign of Terror. We do have one skater in the penalty box for Terminal City B-side.
Drago taking the start to the B-side. Shirker for Reign of Terror. Both jammers taking a bit of a run to the pack.
Shirker coming from the outside, just aggressively taking on this lineup. Terminal City defense.
Nice hit there. She's still up against Tiki Time Bomb and Hurt Russell, two of the top blockers. Even Hurt Russell can't get her back. She's out. The jammer status goes to Reign of Terror.
Shirker pushes him out enough to be able to get out in front of this pack.
Drago's trying to step around the outside. Gets a big hit, gets recycled to the back of the pack. 5 big points for Reign of Terror.
Looks like we're getting a cut track penalty assessed number 87, Dirty South. She's going to spend the next 30 seconds in the box. That's a pack advantage going to Terminal City.
Trying to slam the Reign of Terror. 5 more points on the board.
Shirker trying to fight her way through the strong four wall. That's happening down here on trick number 1. Big hip check down right there by number 101, Pumpkin Pie. Pie not going to take time bomb to the inside.
As you can see, Tiki Time Bomb is now the jammer for Terminal. Hurt Russell trying to stop Reign of Terror. Jammer getting back. She just didn't quite make it. Another 4 or 5 points on the board for Reign of Terror. Tiki Time Bomb, jammer for B-side now out of the pack.
Tiki Time Bomb finding that window on the inside. Not on her heels though, with 4 points up on the board for Shirker. Tiki Time Bomb approach the back of this pack. Before any points are put up on the board by the B-side, she calls off the jam with those hands to the hips.
Very good.
Hey, that reminds me, if you embrace the gray this season, ASB is selling limited edition t-shirts that will help you show your Rat City pride. There's a limited sizes and qualities, so get yours now at the merch shop.
Centrifugal Force on the jam line for Rat City Reign of Terror. The solo number 99 for Terminal City B-side. The solo up in the back. Centrifugal Force is lead jammer for Reign of Terror.
Yeah, Chase, number 14, trying to hold that down. That shock therapy's got to let her go through. His own breaks out for initial, but the jam is called off after 4 points are made by Reign of Terror.
Nice quick 4 points there for Reign of Terror, calls it off.
He's doing great.
Reign of Terror picking up that lead.
Hey, if you'd like to see out here, make sure you visit Fast Girl Skates for all your roller derby skating supply needs. Go to fastgirlskates.com. We got a full track out there right now. T-Box is empty. We're feeling Cinnamon Slam. Jay Hayes out on the camera line. Cinnamon Slam fighting her way through the middle of this pack right now, looking for a window of opportunity. Jay Hayes getting knocked to the inside, trying to recycle back right back. 2 skaters left to get past on the B-side defense. Seven Slam is your lead jammer.
Those two skaters, Stevie Wonder and Epic Wilson, two really good blockers. Couldn't quite stop it. Having a hard time with it. She's heading to the penalty box. She got herself a back block. Power jam for Reign of Terror.
Bumper Skull coming in, trying to make a window of opportunity for Seven Slam, breaking up that back a little bit. Seven Slam gets through for 5 big points for the Reign of Terror.
Slam coming up the inside, the outside, getting some help from the rest of the blockers. Not quite able to. She's got through 5 more points for Reign of Terror.
She had more to the box from Terminal City defense. Epic wheel time. Just spent like 30 seconds in the box. Leaving a pack advantage to Reign of Terror. Conclusion, that was 10 points on the board right there for Reign of Terror. 0 on the B-sides.
Damage inflicted here on the track, but if you need to move your prized possessions without damage, you need to call tonight's sponsor, Hanson Brothers Moving and Storage. Any means necessary on the jam line next for Terminal City B-side. Up against Shock Therapy for Reign of Terror.
Shock Therapy's coming out with a nod, finding the line on the inside. She's your lead jammer, Reign of Terror.
Any means necessary, stuck in the middle of that pack.
Finding that window on the inside, holds it tight to pick up another 5-point Grand Slam pass for the Reign of Terror.
Any means necessary, finding some really tough to get through that pack. She does so. She's out cleanly as well. She's on a scoring pass. Not before Shock Therapy puts some more points on the board. 4 more points for Reign of Terror. Jam gets called off.
Amazing display by the Reign of Terror defense on that one, holding back that jammer as long as they did. 9 points getting picked up by Reign of Terror, still holding 0 to the B-sides.
Some really good blocking there from Reign of Terror. We have a timeout being called.
Hey, during that timeout, I'd like to give a shout out to, I don't know, let's say, this Rat City Gala that's happening. Once upon a time, there was a roller derby league named the Rat City Roller Girls, and they were throwing a gala. But you won't find any damsels in distress at this affair. Come watch these ladies lose a lot more than a glass slipper at our burlesque show. Battle it out with your opponents in our silent auction, and prepare yourself for drinking and dancing with derby girls. Trust us, we can put even the swarthiest of pirate ships to shame. Join us on September 25th at the Fremont Abbey. Tickets are available online. Check us out at the Facebook event. All right. Action back out on the track. We've got number 99 on the line for Terminal City All-Stars.
That's Lazole. No, Terminal City B-side.
Or B-side, my bad.
All-Stars coming later.
Shurker on the line for Reign of Terror. Shurker looking for a window on the inside. Sprinting on those toe stops to get out in front. She's your lead jammer. That's Shurker.
Lazole taking some big hits there in turn number 2. Lazole out of the pack. One Reign of Terror blocker heading into the box. Jam gets called. 3 points for Reign of Terror, keeping Terminal to a 0.
Reign of Terror strategy, picking up a few points, calling off the jam before any points are put up by the Terminal Cities, working out, almost getting a 100-point lead in the second half.
Yeah, Reign of Terror coming out really strongly in the second half. Jessica Rabbit is going to take the star for Terminal B-side. First time I think she's been on the jam line this bout. Centrifugal Force we've seen before. Obviously, she is now jammer for the Reign of Terror.
Centripetal Force moving from the inside, juking to the out, holding the line, picking up that lead jammer status. Reign of Terror.
Jessica Rabbit still stuck in the back. Nice.
Vicious in chase on that one. Having to let her go through as she pushed out past that 20-point mark.
There was a star pass there. Smitey Chucks took the star just towards the end of that jam. Jam gets called. 4 points for Reign of Terror, holding B-side to a 0 yet again.
Recology, a world without waste. Reduce, reuse, recycle, recologize.
Drago number 86 for Terminal B-side, taking the star. And it looks to me like Cinnamon Slam for Reign of Terror.
Looks like we're going to get a cut track penalty out there for Drago. That's going to be a power jam situation for Reign of Terror. Making the most out of it. Cinnamon Slam gets out front for that lead jammer nod.
Terminal B-side now going to try and stop this power jam. Try and shut it down if they possibly can. There's a pretty solid wall up there. Hurt Russell, epic wheel time. 2 phenomenal blockers for Terminal B-side. Hurt Russell, one of the smallest players in the team, but she is an amazing blocker. Doesn't quite make it. 5 big points for Reign of Terror. Grand Slam.
Hurt Russell leading up the wall on this last line of defense out here. Cinnamon Slam pushes that pack all the way through to pick up another 5 big points for Reign of Terror. We had a star pass there to Malicious Reynolds. Noticing that we had another jammer coming up on the back side. 6:55 Cinnamon Slam calls off the jam. Again, before any more points are scored by Terminal City. That's a 12-point jam there for Reign of Terror.
Yeah, nicely done. Malicious Reynolds, as you said, took the star towards the end of that jam. Couldn't quite make it to the pack before the jam got called. Next jammers are going to be Shirker for Reign of Terror. Any means necessary for Terminal B-side.
Any means necessary. Quickly engage that Rat City wall. We have a full track out there. All 4 defensive skaters are in play. These jammers fighting their way through, and Terminal City picking up lead jammer status. Any means necessary.
First time in the second half. Any means necessary is going to see what she can do to close that gap. Calling the jam. Puts herself 3 points on the board for Terminal B-side. 0 for Reign of Terror. Lazole up on the jam line next for Terminal B-side. Shock Therapy for Reign of Terror.
Again, it's a full track as well.
Yep, 4 on 4, everyone's playing.
Backed
Lazole
up.
picking the inside. Shock Therapy up at the front on the outside. Up against 2 more blockers from Terminal B-side. That's not going to stop her. She's out as Reign of Terror gets lead jammer status. 4 on 3, Malicious Reynolds for Terminal B-side sitting in the penalty box. Lazole out of the pack as well. She's now in a scoring position, but that doesn't stop Shock Therapy coming round. She puts herself 4 big points on the board, calls the jam off.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget it's WIFTA to playoff season. Join the Rat City Roller Girls in cheering on our All-Stars at the WIFTA to playoffs, September 11th through 13th. There's going to be a viewing party right here at the Nest. Hang out, watch some amazing roller derby, and enjoy beer and snacks with the league. Follow Rat City Roller Girls on Facebook for details and updates.
Death the Innocent taking the star for Terminal B-side. Centrifugal Force for Reign of Terror. 4 on 3, one terminal blocker sitting in a penalty box.
Centripetal Force against 2 more blockers from Terminal City. They got to let her go through. She picks up that lead jammer nod once again for the Reign of Terror. Reign of Terror walled up, holding back. Terminal City's jammer, Deathly Innocent. Deathly Innocent trying to get through that defensive stylings of 4 Reign of Terror blockers. As Centripetal Force finds a line on the outside to get that lead jammer nod.
Nicely done. Gets herself 5 big points for Reign of Terror. Malicious Reynolds heading back to the penalty box once more for Terminal City B-side.
Centripetal Force shooting through the middle of that 2-wall, breaking through that pack to pick up another 5-point pass for Reign of Terror. Slight back advantage going to Rat City right now. Vicious out in front trying to hold back. Number 64, Deathly Innocent for Terminal City.
Finally completed her initial pass. Doesn't get time to come through. 4 more points for Reign of Terror. Jam gets called off. 14 points for Reign of Terror in that jam, holding Terminal B-side to a 0. Terminal looked to me to be struggling to get lead jammer status in this half. Reign of Terror come out very strongly in the second half here.
Centripetal Force wants to remind you to do the kind thing. Kind Healthy Snacks is a brand of natural foods made from ingredients you can see and pronounce. It's also a movement that gives you purpose to snacking.
Terminal City, Drago is your lead jammer in this jam.
Sentiment Slam getting out of the pack, trying to push her way through.
Drago trying to get through that last couple of blockers.
Hunter with a big hip check. Followed up immediately by Shock Therapy with a big hip check. Force and Terminal City call off the jam.
Puts 4 more points on the board for Terminal B-side.
That's right, chipping away at it. 13 minutes left in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, these teams are putting it out there for you. Why don't you give them some respect? Put your hands together for them. That's right. They like to hear it.
Yeah, the more noise they hear, the faster they skate. Jessica Rabbit taking the start for Terminal B-side.
Vicious on the line for the Rat City Roller Girls Reign of Terror.
Jessica Rabbit trying to get through those last couple of blockers, getting recycled right to the back. All that work she did for nothing. Reign of Terror getting lead jammer status. Jessica Rabbit right up at the front again, trying to get through for her initial pass.
Quick little whole shoulder check there for Vicious as she breaks through, putting another 5 in the sky. Jessica Rabbit follows in suit.
Jam gets called off. 5 points for Reign of Terror. Don't forget, Rat City Roller Girls welcomes Whole Foods as a 2015 sponsor. Whole Foods, whole people, whole planet.
We got number 16, 18 stepping up the line. That's Centripetal Force once again for Rat City, facing off against Jay Hayes, Canadian Bacon. Terminal City.
Centripetal Force getting recycled to the back there. Doesn't stop her getting out the front. Lead jammer goes to Centripetal Force for Reign of Terror once more.
Quickly getting back in, engaging that pack, fighting her way to the front after getting knocked to the outside down on turn number 1. Picking up lead jammer status, now looking to put points on the board, and just like that, she did it, ladies and gentlemen. 5 in the sky for Centripetal Force.
5 big ones. Jay Hayes, Canadian Bacon, out of the pack as well. She's now completed her initial pass. Doesn't stop Centripetal Force from coming through. She calls it off. Puts herself another 4 on the board for the Reign of Terror. Clock's winding down. We've got 10 minutes left in the second half of this international bout. First bout of the day here at Border Control. Nice to be back at the Rat's Nest. Terminal B-side. Any Means Necessary, number 1964, taking the star. And that is Cinnamon Slam for Reign of Terror. We're now complete 4-on-4. Empty penalty box. Everyone's playing.
Cinnamon Slam trying to fight her way to the front of this pack right now. Coming up against the last line of defense out there as she tries to push her way through. But we got Any Means Necessary fighting to get that lead jammer status as well. Juking to the outside. That lead jammer status is going to go to Cinnamon Slam.
Nicely done there from Cinnamon Slam. Any Means Necessary trying to take a straight line jump. Doesn't quite make it.
Last line of defense, number 30, Stevie Wonder in chase on that one. Got to let her go through to pick up 5 big points for Reign of Terror. Hop, skip, and a jump. Big apex jump right there by Cinnamon Slam.
That's the way to do it.
That's
Nicely
right.
done.
All 5 points on the board for that one.
That deserved 5 points. That was a beautiful apex jump there. It is actually a power jam for Reign of Terror. Hurt Russell, who took the star in the star pass, has headed to the penalty box. So we have a power jam for Reign of Terror. Cinnamon Slam out there again, puts another 5 on the board for Reign of Terror.
Cinnamon Slam is earning her keep in this jam. All 4 skaters on that wall for the B-sides. B-side defense. Reign of Terror coming up to break up that wall. Cinnamon Slam getting knocked down right by the jammer line.
Let's hear it for those Terminal City B-side blockers. Cinnamon Slam doesn't make it through, calls it off, puts herself another 3 on the board. We're going to have a power start and the next jam for Reign of Terror. Centripetal Force is up there with the star on her helmet. Hurt Russell standing in the penalty box.
Slide pack advantage going to go to Terminal City right now. 3 defensive skaters on the line for Reign of Terror as Centripetal Force engages this pack, looking to get that lead jammer status during this power start.
And she's out. Lead jammer for Reign of Terror. Centripetal Force. Terminal B-side. Hurt Russell is back out on the track with the star on her helmet. She has to yet complete her initial pass.
Hurt Russell getting knocked out on turn number 2, forced to recycle back behind the pack. In the meantime, we got Centripetal Force putting up the points, 4 points on the board.
We have a star pass. Smitey Truck's taking the star now for Terminal B-side. Doesn't make it back to the pack before Reign of Terror puts another 4 on the board and calls it off. 8 points for Reign of Terror, holding Terminal B-side yet again to a 0.
Rat City Roller Girls drink Zinco coconut water before, during, or after a workout for natural energy, rehydration, and recovery aid we need for optimal performance. Zinco coconut water. Deathly Innocent. Deathly Innocent on the line with Vicious. Full track out there right now. All skaters are in play. Vicious looking for a window. Get a big shoulder check right there. It almost knocks her to the outside on turn number 1. We're going to get a high block penalty on that one.
Sinkyu heading to the penalty box there. So we have a 4-on-3 advantage for Reign of Terror. So we have lead jammer status going to Centripetal Force for Reign of Terror. Jessica Rabbit now wearing the star for B-side. Again, doesn't make it to the pack.
Hey, Labor Day is quickly approaching, and you know what that means. Barbecues, ladies and gentlemen. Rat City All-Stars are here to help. We're partnered with a local distributor, Double D Meats, to sell you high-quality meat. We have 2 packages available that include a variety of proteins from chicken, beef to pork, and everyone's favorite, bacon. For more information and order, contact your favorite ASP skater.
Drago and Shirker up on the jam line for Terminal B-side. Drago heading into the penalty box. It's going to be a power jam for Reign of Terror. Shirker is lead jammer for the Reign of Terror. Sorry, it's Thumper Skull.
Holding the line on the outside, taking the hits and dodging the blows. She comes out ahead with another 5-point pass. Thumper Skull, ladies and gentlemen.
Nicely done there by Thumper Skull. First time out as a jammer, I believe, in this bout so far. She's trying to sneak up the inside. Beautifully done there by Thumper Skull, holding the inside line, getting by Tiki Time Bomb. Tiki heading into the penalty box now for a penalty.
Once again, that was an all-natural Grand Slam. No additives, no preservatives. All skaters were in play, earning those points as she passes this pack. Pile up down here on turn number 3 as this Terminal City defense puts the hammer down on these skaters.
4 more points for Reign of Terror.
Hey, Seattle Seaplanes is a great way to see Seattle, offering extended scenic flights, romantic dinner flights to neighboring islands, and private charters. Book your flight today and discover the Northwest in a seaplane. Book your trip today at seattleseaplanes.com.
And don't forget, real food, locally sourced, artisan made. Molly's sandwiches, salads, wraps, and snack boxes are for sale here at the Nest. Check out the concession stand. We got food to cover all your meals.
Looks like we got Shocks Therapy out of the line for Reign of Terror, facing off against number 99, Lazole. Shock Therapy out in front, but hot on her heels. Lazole making short change of this track.
Oh, Shock Therapy coming in hard against the back of that pack.
Coming in hot, looking to pick up those points, getting those hips past that skater like she did, calling off the jam. Mid-air, she gets knocked to the ground, but she did earn those 2 points. 278 rated Terror, 92 B-sides.
Seattle Home Security Judge is a proud sponsor of the 2015 Rat City Roller Girls. We do the research so you don't have to. Find out more at seattlehomesecurityjudge.com.
So we got a timeout. Cool. Hey, Construction Industry Training Council of Washington ensures that on site there are well-trained construction professionals. CITC provides exceptional training through our commitment to their apprentices, awareness of the environment, dedication to achievement, and diversity through inclusion. For more information, visit www.citcwa.org or call 877-428-0442.
Deathly Innocent taking the star for Terminal B-side. And that looks like Hunter for the Reign of Terror. Terminal with a 4-on-3 advantage.
I believe that's Hunter's first time donning the star for Rat City Rated Terror in this game.
It is. She's got herself a 30-second penalty. Deathly Innocent for Terminal B-side is your lead jammer. Let's hear it for Terminal B-side.
Deathly Innocent getting knocked to the inside down here by number 101. That's Pumpkin Pie. Forcing to recycle back behind this strong 4-wall. 4 deep up here rolling for Reign of Terror, trying to hold back this skater.
Terminal B-side blockers come to help her out. She gets herself through. She puts 5 points on the board for Terminal B-side. Let's hear it for Deathly Innocent.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Terminal City. They could use some help right now.
And she's through once more. Another 5 points Grand Slam for Deathly Innocent. Terminal City, 10-point jam so far.
Hunter gets through.
That's her initial pass. Deathly Innocent comes through once more, steps through the inside, calls it off. 15-point jam there for Terminal B-side. 14-point, I'm sorry.
And with that, they break the century mark, putting up 102 points for Terminal City.
Yeah, we done?
Any means necessary up on the jam line for Terminal City B-side. Centripetal force for Reign of Terror. Any means necessary. One more blocker to get past, which she does so. Let's hear it. Any means necessary for Terminal City is your lead jammer. Clock's winding down. Just over 1 more minute to play in this second half of this International Derby bout here on Border Control Sunday morning. Any means necessary, putting herself another 4 points on the board for Terminal B-side.
Centripetal Force fighting her way to the front of the pack, passing number 4, Shiv, getting those 4 points on the board.
Any means necessary, calls it off, not before she puts another 4 on the board. 8 points for Terminal City B-side. Reign of Terror, 4 in that jam. Terminal City still fighting. Let's hear it for Terminal City B-side from Vancouver.
Terminal City calling an official review with 40 seconds left on the clock. If you're going to use an official review, now's the time to do it.
Now's the time to do it.
Terminal City has requested an official review to use as a timeout. Play will stop for 1 minute.
Some amazing roller derby happening out here on the track this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to stick around. This is just the first bout of the day. Next up, bout number 2.
This is the one. Rat City All-Stars, Terminal City All-Stars.
That's an all-star game. You don't want to miss out on that one.
That is going to be an amazing bout coming up after this one.
That's right. We're going to have a short intermission after this one, starting the next. During that intermission, make sure you get over to that merch booth, pick up some of that merchandise, help support these teams.
And we're back. Lazole taking the star for Terminal B-side. And that's Shock Therapy for Rat City Reign of Terror. Shock Therapy is out of the pack first. She's lead jammer for Reign of Terror. Lazole hard on her heels. Let's hear it for these 2 jammers. The clock is winding down.
It is a foot race, but it looks like ref Mike Hammer's going to call a forearm penalty on Lazole.
Power jam for Reign of Terror. Shock Therapy fighting it out with Jessica Rabbit here on turn number 4.
Shock Therapy using those toe stops to hold her line on the inside as we are counting down that jam clock.
Terminal City doing what they can, doesn't stop her, putting another 5 points on the board for Reign of Terror.
Shock Therapy pushing her way through that Terminal City defense right now, trying to fight her way to the front of the pack, but they're swarmed on her like a bunch of angry bees, holding her down on turn number 1.
Terminal not giving up any ground. They still fighting. Sinkyu taking Shock Therapy down. Lazole is now on a scoring pass as well for Terminal B-side. That jam gets called off. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your bout.
Unofficial final score, 292. Reign of Terror, 114 the B-sides.
Let's hear it for these 2 amazing teams in this amazing fight this morning. What a way to start the day.
Better than a hot cup of coffee. Come down to the Church of Skating, watch Reign of Terror take on the B-sides.
We're just going to wait for the officials to give us a confirmed final score.
Officially officiate this official score. Come on, get trackside and get some derby love from both of these teams. Regardless of the winner, step on up and high five your favorite skater this morning. I think it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, your final score, Reign of Terror, 292, 114 B-sides.
Give them some love, people. Seattle Reign of Terror does it once more.
They came out and put the hammer down. Hard-fought win.
Yeah, it looked pretty close there for a while, but Reign of Terror came out in the second half, really killed it.
They must have drank some of that Zico coconut water.
I think they did. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, though, from Vancouver Terminal City B-side.
Oh, the tunnel of love.
Give these guys some love.
That's right. Our neighbors to the north coming down and making it happen for us right here on the flat track at the Rat's Nest. Hey, I'm the Norwegian Persuasion. I'm joined by Mike the Mike.
Nice to be here once more at the Rat's Nest.
It has been our pleasure and honor to announce for you this first game of the day, but we're not going anywhere. We'll be here right after this short break.
With the All-Stars bout. Rat City All-Stars against Terminal City All-Stars. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a few. Nicely done. Thank you, sir. Yeah, nice. It was awesome. Hey, we bounced off one another last week. Yeah. I know, look at I. You know, I'm looking like, holy shit, we nearly there. Yeah, that's awesome.
I checked out the last one.
Yeah, I heard you do the last one. I'm going, oh, that's it. We done. I didn't hear the